IFBB wellness professional, Alyssa Rose. Thank you so much for doing this. I know your time is so incredibly valuable. Alyssa, how are you?
I'm great. Super excited. Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, I wanted to start off with an amateur question here. So this is something that I've never experienced before. I know a lot of people have never experienced this before. So what's it like having gains really all over your body? Your thoughts?
Muscles, my body. How does that feel? How does it feel? I've never been asked like something like that before. That's hilarious. Feels strong. I don't know. Feels sexy.
Help your confidence?
That does help my confidence. Yeah, for sure. No, it's definitely empowering to build a physique and, have it look the way you want. And it's funny because, like, bodybuilding is all about the perfect body, but we are striving for something that is literally physically impossible because there's no such thing as perfect. So,
That's
yeah.
great. Well, you're an NPC Wellness overall champion from a national show. You have any idea yet when you're making your pro debut?
So at first I thought that the Arnold would like have wellness as a category, but I heard that it's not until after the Olympia. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna make the Arnold my pro debut, and I'm like, wait, just kidding. So I'm gonna wait till the schedule comes out because I know it's like it's been a weird year and it's gonna be a weird next year. And it's so funny because, they moved back the Olympia and it's like everything is so time contingent, in the sport. It's all about a schedule. And, all these top pros are competing at the Olympia. They're wanting to do like the other top shows, but it's like, if they really care about our health and bodies, they're gonna be considerate about, the timing and shows for schedules. So maybe like May. New York Pro, Pittsburgh Pro.
That's going to be so exciting seeing you on stage. Do you think you'll have a different color suit next year?
I might go with some different purples. Maybe I'll play with a green, but I think I found purple as my color.
This is going to be different for you on stage. The routine will be longer. Are you excited about that? Are you preparing for that?
Funny you just mentioned that. I just started working on it this week. Yeah. I'm really excited because I get to like take my time and be more present and show way more personality. So I've been working on it. I'm going to be working on it and I'm going to bring, my best and something that's unique for me.
Do you think, Alyssa, society is kind of changing a little bit than the way it was maybe 10 years ago as far as obviously in the NPC, but curvier bodies for people? You see what I'm getting at. Any thoughts on that?
This is the time for wellness. Society has changed so much. We're accepting, women with, larger physiques. Like I remember when having a pancake booty was, and looking anorexic was like the look, but now it's like, no, like we like our women thick and healthy. They're eating food, they're working out, so it's definitely super aligned.
Just before we started this interview, you were telling me off camera that, or on camera, but before we started recording, you got some athletes competing this weekend?
I do. Yeah, I have 3 wellness competitors at NPC Universe competing for their pro card. I definitely think we're going to see some top placings in pros from my posing clients. I'm definitely confident in that. And then I have one wonderful lady here in San Diego, and then another competitor on the East Coast in regional shows. So, yeah.
People, they can just go to your bio on Instagram and maybe apply for your coaching program?
Yeah, so I do lifestyle coaching, prep and off-season coaching, and posing coaching. I'd love to work with any of you. That's half the reason why I like do this sport is like I kind of looked at myself as like a guinea pig. I kind of felt this like divine calling to put myself out there like first and be, the first like American and kind of do all that dirty work, collect, do my field research, collect results, and then go spread that knowledge to other people. And I have just as much fun helping people prep for their shows than I do mine.
It's you find it tough for some competitors to have a positive relationship with prep?
Well, talking to my posing client about this, she said it, brings up a lot of self-worth questions and, those types of insecurities and traumas. Because like, especially like our body is so sacred. So really like going into a sport that you are being judged on what you look like based on other people's opinions. It's like you already got to feel good about yourself. Now you got to listen to someone else tell you if you're good enough or not. It's like, no, before you step on stage, like you have to have the mindset that you are good enough, whether or not you have a trophy in your hands. So
This video we're recording right now, but in a day or two it'll be on Best Muscle Video on YouTube. I was looking on YouTube. You have a YouTube. You ever think about starting it back up again?
yeah, I just started recording 2 weeks ago, some workouts, just getting in the habit of recording again. But I'd love to put some vlogs. But yeah, definitely.
Why don't you leave us with some advice? This is my last question. This is short and sweet because I know you're busy. Someone that just might be struggling to work out and eat clean, someone who not necessarily is competing, but just trying to live a healthy lifestyle, but maybe struggling with it. Alyssa, any advice for people like that?
Yeah, so extreme. Or like, I'm gonna start this diet, I'm gonna start this workout, and they go way too hard. They're working out every day, and then they follow like they meal prep for the entire week, and then they're like, how do people do this? I'm gonna get burnt out. It's like, okay, start slow, make some small habit changes. First make sure you're drinking water, getting enough sleep, and stop eating so much processed foods, and start there, and then start making more changes the next week. So just being realistic with your goals and what you can do, whether that's going to the gym 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 2 days a week. So whatever you think you can do to stay consistent and make it sustainable without driving yourself crazy.
That's perfectly said. You're on your Instagram captions. You're like a poet. I mean, you always type them out so well. Whether you win your pro debut or not, getting the first place, I just can't wait to be one of your fans. It's going to be exciting. Thank you so much for doing this.
I appreciate your time. Thank you for getting to know me better.